Keep the heat in. Well, it's been a busy morning. It's just after lunch. I was here at the chiropractor at 7:30 in the morning. My back is better on its own. He just twinged and whinged and charged me 40 bucks. He's a good guy. I like him. I like his work. Anyhow, we had a tree service guy come by driving a 2010 F350 dually 4-wheel drive crew cab, 8-foot bed. Yeah, and he quoted us to take the tree off the roof and cut the one up the side. 1,200 bucks. 300 bucks an hour. Whoa, baby. No one ever pays me 300 bucks an hour. So, he said, thanks. Another guy showed up right in the middle of this. And he said, oh, I guess you're all set. And he just left. That wasn't too nice, having two guys there at the same time. Then, as soon as the guy who was moving left, we talked to him for an hour about the stumps and this, and a whole bunch of trees and all kinds of damage. I'll show you them in a minute. Once they get this trailer hooked up. He was a really nice guy, really knew his stuff, young, ambitious, but was big, expensive, absolutely, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not impressed with the guys who fancy equipment, because it's just big bills to pay. My dad taught me a long time ago, keep your expenses low. Because you just eat away at you. Expenses just eat away at you. I'll go around while keeping the truck running because it's cold. He's an old guy. Gotta keep warm. Anyway, he quoted us too much money. Next guy shows up driving a POS 99 F-150 rough bucket junk. He's whipping around the yard. Yeehaw! Anyway, looked at the whole thing. Yep, I got my Craftsman chainsaw. I bought it at the garage sale for 30 bucks. I'll take the tree off the roof for 500. I'll cut up the one at the top of the cedar hedge. Woo! For another 100 bucks, $600. Mr. CW negotiated with him and spent 20 minutes negotiating. We offered him $250 for the one on the roof. And then we said another 100 bucks, $350 for everything, and you'll drag the stuff into the pile. And he just wouldn't bite. And we went back and forth and back and forth. Spent 20 minutes negotiating and got no lights. Son of a gun. Spent 20 minutes negotiating with him, and he walked away, and he needs the money. But I guess he's not that hungry, huh? Anyhow, just as he's pulling away, I'm going to watch that light right there. Just as he's pulling away, up drives my next door neighbor, who's a big time logger. I mean, big time. He cuts down forests. He's got 2 40 or 50-foot trailers, and logging machines, and skidders, and I can't get the freaking lights to work on this thing. What a POS. No lights. I guess I'm driving with no lights. Anyhow, like I said, my next door neighbor, he's right across the street. He's right there. Talk about convenient. He rolls up because we called him just to give us some advice. See the logging truck right there? He takes down forests. That's what he does. He works for companies that grow timber, managed forests, and all he does all winter long when the ground is frozen is take down forests. And if you so he comes by, he says, well, I'm busy today. I got a truck. Gonna be repaired tomorrow. Got to get some parts. So my wife says, come on, man. I got videos of him. One of my first videos of him negotiating to do a driveway. And he walks away and said he'll never get the job to himself. And as a matter of fact, that was 5-6 years ago. We've hired him for every single job ever since. We trust him. He's honest and hardworking, and he gets it done. Doesn't leave till it's finished. Anyhow, he says, all right, Mrs. CW. I'll go get my parts, I'll get my chainsaw, I got my son here, I'll do the job for you, we'll have it done by dark. Done! Problem solved. So,
One guy wanted $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,500 and $4,500 to take down 3 or 4 other trees that are badly cracked, and I'll show them to you. You won't believe it. This guy knew his stuff. So we're going to end up using my friendly neighbor contractor, and we'll probably give him $200-300. The other guy, we could have hired him to take Fruit Loop's job, but he wouldn't bite. We tried. We said, take a little hit this time. You're still getting $250 for half a day's work. We're going to help you. He wouldn't bite. So we got lots of work. There's lots of work. Look at this. First guy here showed us. Crack. All the way up. Crack. Whole bunch of trees. These trees got to come down. It's hard to believe. They're big, beautiful, mature trees. He showed us. Crack. So that crack goes right through the tree. Says this will be coming down next, right there. Water gets in, it freezes and blows the tree up. So we got a lot of things to think about here. There's a few more he showed us. Not good. Anyways, he quoted to take down all the bad trees. We counted them off. There's 5 or 6 of them. All the stumps, there's a dozen, plus the ones we're going to be taking down, plus the one that's broken on top of the roof. Everything, $4,500. That's chipped and cleaned and raked. So I don't know. $4,500. I could rent a big chipper, 2-3 guys with chainsaws, like the guy across the street. He does that all winter long. He's got logging trucks and skidders and those big ones with the chains on the wheels that are that high off the ground, the tires, and the whole business. So we'll see what happens. Might end up just giving the job to my neighbor right across the street. Everybody's happy. No strangers. We're all familiar with each other. I've got to get some lumber from my Sawyer. I'm going to take this off the trailer. It's going to roll off. I'm going to lose it. That's not a good thing. I'm CORVAIRWILD on YouTube, and I'm frozen, and always never a dull moment. Well, you've been here before. The man that runs the loader, he was just here with an old Ford from the 60s. He doesn't like to be videoed, so no videos. We got our lumber, an old carbureted updraft Ford loader, whatever it is, old POS, does the job. We're all loaded up. Rough cut lumber, 2 inches by 12 inches, fresh off the stump. It was probably growing last week and the chipmunks were hiding in the trees. Not anymore. We're off to go see our big tree on the roof now. We'll get her done. Nice and tight. Go slow. The roads are slick. Yeah, there goes the salt truck. Yep. 95 half-ton, 95,000 miles, 150,000 kilometers. Just starting to rust a little bit. White with a maroon bottom. Not my favorite. Yep, just starting to rust. Pretty clean interior. 95,000 miles. All original. Overhead console, pretty good shape. That's what you get when you buy low mileage. Oops. Yep. Just. Oop. Needs a little fluid film on the hinge. Squeak. 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 Just starting to rust. Maybe it was from Florida. Wasn't from around here, that's for sure. Just starting to rust. Need some fluid film. Please, fluid film me, please. Half ton with the fender flares. Wonder what that option was. Off-road, maybe, with those fender flares. You see them on the half tons. Most of the 3/4 have them. Yep, just getting a little salted. Just starting. No oil cooler, no transmission. Headlights look pretty good. Yeah, Sylvanias. Not made in Taiwan, I don't think. Audi. Kubelwagen. Alright, we got lumber to deliver. Time to hit the road. There's salting already. I almost bought that building 10 years ago. Concrete floors with a basement. Didn't buy it. Oh well, someone else got it. Come on back. Come on back. Fruit Loops was here, he wouldn't be happy. I just crunched his post. Oh, what a spot. Yep, crunch. Look at this. Tried my best and I whacked it 3 times. Yep, Fruit Loops wouldn't be happy about that. I was trying to adjust it and must have changed angle just a little bit. And crunch, crunch, crunch. They were just starting to salt the roads when I drove back, so I got a little bit of yucky on my Mexican trailer. What do you think about that? Yep. I was angling it this way, and I said, nah, that's kind of dumb. It's in the middle of the driveway, but I have to plow. So after whacking this thing 3 times, I decided to put it this way, which is what I'm doing now. This is why I got the T-Ruck in low lock on this freaking hill. Just got to go back a little bit more. Thank goodness for 4-wheel drive. Scrape, wow, scrape the bottom of the truck and the trailer. Scrape something. Yeah, these things take a beating. Yep. Bit of grass there. Little scrape there. That's what these trailers are for, to be beat up, I suppose. So I gotta come on back a little bit more up the hill. This is when you need a turbo weasel. I see parts on the ground. This is the cable for my brake, emergency breakaway brake. Tore that off. Yep. Ripped right off. Oh well, more spare parts. So, what do you think? So I have it in the right spot? Yeah, I'm gonna come on back a little bit more. Come on back. Like my lumber, huh? The good stuff. And they aren't even expensive compared to the stuff you get at the big box stores. Garbage. Garbage. Put the camera here and you can watch me come on back. Gonna put it over where? No good spot really. Over. I turned the lawn furniture upside down because that big wind we had. Little did I know that I'm gonna have a tree fall down on the house. Oh well. We'll fix her up. The guys are right now cutting it down. Come back. Come back. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. I can't do that. Remember that? From the 70s? The guy would kick sideways? Looks simpler than it is. Gotta love low lock. Just haul that thing right up. You know that my water pump is still leaking? Would you believe it? Yeah, drip. I had a small pool of antifreeze underneath it at the chiropractor. Probably 30, 40 drops. Isn't that ridiculous? Just put a brand new freaking made in China water pump.
No.
And it was leaking. And I got diesel fuel that's been leaking for years. Small amount. Alright, I gotta unhook this thing. Wanna watch me do it? It's a struggle. Yeah, Fruit Loops wouldn't be happy the way I chunk Took a chunk out of his 6x6 post. Wouldn't be happy. You're rolling in his grave, I suppose. We missed it more than he missed it. That's good. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. My, oh my. What a wonderful day. It is sunshine. It's zippity-doo-dah. Zippity-doo. Level ground so she won't roll. That's dangerous. Freaking kill you. Trailer rolls away. Nothing you can do except get run over. Happened to me once. The day I came back from my honeymoon, my dad dropped me off where I had my trailer parked in a driveway on a big slope, and the freaking thing almost killed me. Like that. Frozen earth. Yep, we're scraping the ground. Alright, that's enough. I've got to go get to the logger up on the roof, see what he's up to. Thanks for watching.